Servus and welcome to a new episode of Beyond the Game. This video is quite Nintendo heavy because I want to show some games for the original Game Boy, 3DS, Wii and Nintendo Switch. So let's start with a game what is more than 30 years old now. This dinosaur of a game is F1 Race for the original Game Boy. This came out in 1991 and I want to include this in this episode because this was an early attempt of Nintendo for a real special edition, if I call it like that. Because we gamers back then, we got really just used to standard games. Games with a standard package, just a game, a manual, and that's it. No poster, no goodies, nothing really. And I given a good example with Quirk. This is a game from the first wave of video games for the original Game Boy. And I mean, yes, it looks nice. It's just a standard package with some screenshots, some explanations, that's it. And when you open it, just you have the game and the manual, and that's it. And we got really used to this standard, and that was with the NES also. And when you go into a video game store, and then you see something like that, and then you immediately think like, wow, what is this? This is crazy. This must be something really extraordinary. And when you just look at it, and then you see, wow, it has some goodies with it. And then you see, wow, this is a 4-player adapter. And then it says already you can play with 4 people this game. And then you think, wow, I really, really must have that. I must admit, of course, hey, back then I just had, let me think, €50, sorry, pocket money each month. This came for a price of around 35, 40. That was quite expensive for me. So I think 10 years ago I bought this version. On the front it says high-speed racing till four players with the new 4-player adapter. Finally, you have fun with 4 players. And when you turn it around, then you can see already some screenshots, some information, and then of course the setup with 4 Game Boys and the adapter and all the cables. This was really incredible back then, but it comes with a small fault, let's say it fault, okay? And soon I will show that actually. But first I will take everything out and then I show it piece by piece. In every Game Boy game you got this one. This was a card for the official Nintendo Club. If you are a member of this Nintendo Club back then, you got every month a Nintendo magazine for free. You got a membership card. I think I still have this one. The only thing what you needed to do is just to fill your informations in, you send it there, then you got your membership card, and then you got this magazine for free. Nintendo used this possibility just to make some commercials about their products. So gave some informations and sometimes some playthroughs, some maps, extra posters. And yes, I was a member of this Nintendo Club. Then, I really like this one. Of course, a small little poster, and everybody who I knew just took this poster out of the box and plugged it at the wall because, hey, this is a Nintendo poster. So, and of course it's about the first wave of Game Boy games, Super Mario Land, Solar Strikers, awesome game, Alleyway, tennis, golf, Quicks and Tetris. Quicks actually I never played. And then it gave some information. Very soon, what will be soon released on the Game Boy: Pinball Revenge of the Gator, Wizards and Warrior, Balloon Kid, Penguin Ball, Bra, Fighter Deluxe and Quirk. And when you turn it around, actually, you get some some information about the NES. And Super Mario Bros. 2, The Legend of Zelda, The Adventures of Link, original Metroid, Tetris, Pinboards, And soon there will be Nintendo World Club, Guardian League, Legend, Solar Jetman, Super Off-Road and Faxanadu. And this. Then you get the game itself. All the Game Boy games look like that. Nothing special about that. and then the 4-player adapter. And this you plug in your Game Boy. And what you just needed was 3 link cables. And with every Game Boy there was a link cable. So you connect them here. And then you needed, of course, the Game Boys and 4 times the F1 race. And that was the problem back then. So, and then you get 2 manuals. One is just about the 4-player adapter, and it tells already the problem, what you just see and what it tells. If you want to play it with 4 people, then you just need 4 Game Boys, 4 cables, and 4 times this game. And then the manual of the game. There's nothing extraordinary in this case. I mean, it's just a standard racing game. It's based on the Famicom version of F1 Race, what came out in 1984. But they changed for the Game Boy version the gameplay a little bit, the tracks also. And you had some new driving mechanics, and some Nintendo characters are available in the game. When you finish it, for example, you see that Samus is waving at you, or Mario, something like that. So, see, and then it tells you here exactly that you need 4 copies of the game. So, some information about the racetracks. Yes. And I must admit, I was not a huge fan of F1 Race. I just wanted to have this game because of this. I thought this was so cool back then. And yeah, and it's quite funny. 10 years ago, I finally found a good version, what was in a good shape and had a decent price. If you want to collect this in the condition like this, it cost around 70 euro. So and I think this is okay. Yeah. But unfortunately, I never experienced the possibility to play with 4 friends at the same time with the 4-player adapter. It's a real shame. I think that could be really, really fun. Like F1 Race, the next game what I want to show is a bundle. And that is Resident Evil Revelations together with the Nintendo 3DS Circle Pad Pro. The release of this bundle was 2012. Later a version came out just with the game. You had 2 possibilities. I mean, yes, of course you can play this game without the Circle Pad Pro, but then you had some trouble with the controls. So if you really want the best experience, you had to buy the Circle Pad Pro. You had 2 options. You buy this bundle, and that was 70 euro, or you just buy the game and then the Circle Pad Pro separately, and that was a little bit more expensive. So I went for this, and because yeah, it was cheaper, and I must admit, I really started to like the Circle Pad Pro, and I show soon why. This is the front of the cover, and that's the back. Unfortunately, no screenshots. I don't know why. I think there was no space left or something. And some information here on the side. And they tell, of course, that the Nintendo 3DS system is not included. And very important, is just for the Nintendo 3DS. So later, even for the XXL version, there came a special Circle Pad Pro. Let's open this one. First, that's the Nintendo 3DS package. It's actually, I think I bought this back in Holland. And then the game itself. What's a nice touch is here all this blood, what you can see. Wait, let me take this out. Then you see it a little bit better. Ooh, spooky. And the game itself. And of course, then it's the manual. And it's about the storyline. And here we have all the characters, the campaign, the raid mode. And here's the standard controls without the Circle Pad Pro. And here they explain how you calibrate the Circle Pad Pro and how the game system works. And about the missions, Street Pass functionality and the raid mode. All the good stuff. I must admit I played the raid mode online for a while. That was quite funny. Yeah. Together with this package you get the manuals in a lot of languages. This is the German one, this is the English one, then you have a Dutch, French, all this stuff. Put this back here. And of course some standard Nintendo information, and then a small little booklet about Nintendo products, which you could buy back then. And that was Super Mario 3D Land, Mario Kart 7, Star Fox 64 3D. It's an enhanced version of Star Fox 64. Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D. Same like with this enhanced version. Tetris. And Super Pokemon Rumble. Nintendo Dogs and Cats. Pilot Wings Resort. Super Street Fighter 4 3D edition. Nice game. But I must admit Dead or Alive Dimension was more my thing. Because I think you guys know already that I really love this game series. So that's this one. Then the Circle Pad Pro. That's it. And I must really admit it has a very, very solid and good quality, a very good grip. Here are the ZR and ZL buttons. Here's an R button also. Here's the second stick. Feels really, really good. Very fluid. Actually the same quality like on the 3DS itself. And it's curved, so it's better for the hands, to have a better grip. There's only one fault with this one. It needs some energy, and you get it from battery. You open this one, and then you put the battery in one. It's just a small one. This runs for 20 hours. And I have my original 3DS, and what you just do is you put it like that. Oh wait, first I put the game in the 3DS because I want to show how it works. So I put the game in, and then suck. I open it. And I must admit, it really fits perfectly here in the Circle Pad Pro. And immediately the game recognized the add-on. So you can see, for example, with the sticks, it's the same quality. Feels really, really good. So Resident Evil Revelations. So, and oh, it's a long time ago that I played this one. No Street Pass.
Resident Evil
Revelations. So the campaign. Yes. Now we don't need to see that. So now it's loading. Okay. Come on. Loading, loading, loading. So. Oh, wait. So. And I don't know if you guys can see that. I move my character, and now the Circle Pad Pro functions immediately. I can move the camera. And it feels really, really good. If you go into the options of the game, you go on controls, and then immediately you can calibrate it even, and you can, I think, even change some button layouts, and you can even tell the game if you don't want to use it at all. So yeah, really, really cool. So yeah, really nice thing. If you want to play Resident Evil Revelations and you don't have a 3DS and you want to play it on a different console, there was later releases, for example, for the PlayStation 4. You had versions for the PlayStation 3, Wii U, Xbox 360, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch. This is just a standard version. Oh, I got still a receipt. Quite funny. Yeah. It's a good game. I must of course admit these are just a high definition version of the 3DS version, so it's not really, if we talk about the graphics, it's not really perfect. But I must admit I love this game because it's a good combination of the old Resident Evil with the new Resident Evil. You have, it goes back more to the survival horror roots with item management, focus more on horror, limit ammunition, health, and movement speed. Yeah, so this is a really good one. I think a couple of years later it has even a second part with a nice co-op function. Maybe I will talk about that in the future. The next game what I would like to share is a prime example how crappy a collector's edition can be. And this is so awesome. I think you guys heard already a lot about that on the internet and saw many videos. I want to include this because it's funny and yeah, just ridiculous at the same time. It's the collector's edition of the original Flashback, and this is the 25th anniversary for the Switch. This got released by Microids. Let me think, 2018 it came out, and immediately when this went on the market and people bought that, and a lot of videos you saw on YouTube, people started to complain about the bad quality of this one. Yeah, actually I wanted to have this because I'm a huge fan of the original Flashback. And wait, I will show this first to you guys. It's the original Flashback for the Super Nintendo. The game came out in 1992 for the Amiga, for the Mega Drive, PC, 3DO, and of course the Super Nintendo. This is the PAL version, and looks like that. And what is really interesting, it's because of the menus, soon I will need that. Okay, so for the 25th anniversary, they released this. This game is an enhanced version of the original one with some updated graphics, some filter options, rewind function, and save options. What you get with the Switch version is actually the original game. Then you get a retro style metal case, you get a metal card for certification, you get the digital soundtrack. This is shit already. It would be nicer if you had this on a CD, and a game manual. So first, on paper this is good, okay, but the details are really, really crappy. So, that's the menu. This is what you get. Okay, so first let's start with the normal package, and as an example, this is the Super Nintendo version. It's exactly the same artwork, and I think this is okay. This is the back of it. And if you open it like this, I think this looks nice. It's the original game, of course, on a card. Here is the download code for the soundtrack. And now the real fun starts. Wait. And that is, oh wait, no, first I want to do the instruction booklet. This is nice. So this is the instruction booklet. Actually, it's quite good quality paper. The first impression is actually nice, but you must really look at the screenshots, what they use for the game. especially this one, because I take now the manual of the original Super Nintendo, and what did they do actually? They used the bad screenshots from this one, they scanned this in, and they used it exactly, wait, let me see, you can see it here, they used the exact images with the bad quality. And right here is about the movement of Conrad, and you will notice this is the exact same stuff, and this is in really bad quality. I think they scanned this with a very low resolution. This looks better on this paper than on this one. So this is already shit, I must admit. So you get all the control schemes, all the possibilities what you can do with your character. Then it's about the rewind function. That is nice. Yeah, the objects. And the bonus what you get now is actually, this is the first level in the jungle when you crash with your land speeder. And you see actually the way how you should move. Then this is, let me think, yeah, New Washington. And this is the Earth Street, and the Paradise Club, and the Secret Base, and then the Alien Homeworld. And as a bonus, you get some sprites, and that is okay, I would say. But now, the metal case looks like that. I think it's some kind of resemblance for the Super Nintendo game. Let me put, this is the original Super Nintendo game, so I think they wanted to go with the same look a little bit like that. And of course it's more the American design. It's the back. And you open it like this, and then you get this limited run collector card. Actually, there's not a huge value about this game. You get it for 30 euro in the shape like it is now, for 30 euros. So, and now really the fun part starts. I take the original game, and first I want to show you guys, look, the card is very, very stable here in it. So it's not really loose, and it will not get out. So, and I take this here in, and you can see already it's really, and look, and it falls off. That is already shit, really bad, I must admit. And then, of course, you should put the game manual here. Yeah. No, unfortunately not, because the game manual is too big. You can't put it in. Oh, yes, of course I can cut it, with a scissor, but I don't want to do that. By the way, I'm curious, and okay, the Super Nintendo manual is too big also. Let me see. Even the Super Nintendo manual is even a little bit bigger. Okay, so yeah, and so you see really the publisher didn't put any kind of effort in this collector's edition, and it's a real shame. But they learned from their mistakes, because they released, I think 1 year later, a PlayStation 4 version. And this one is a little bit better. It comes with this package sleeve. The front looks like that. And that's the back. And what you just get is the PlayStation 4 game, the digital soundtrack, then the menu, and some stickers. And unfortunately, missed opportunities. A soundtrack CD would be nicer. That's the front. That's the back. And then you have the game. Then here is the download code for the soundtrack. And Then you have the stickers. It's decent quality, I would say. These stickers. And then the gaming menu. And the gaming menu is completely the same like the Switch version with the high resolution screenshots. Yeah. And you can really see how poorly they really scanned this. It's a joke. It's a real joke. And of course, the bonus stuff, it's the same. Yes, and then you get the sprites. Yeah. I must admit, I got this one for. Oh wait, I forgot to put the stickers back. The PlayStation version, I paid just 10 euro, and just to have it in my collection. And yeah, and it has the same features like the Switch version. That is important also with the rewind function and all that stuff. But really, the Switch version, it's the biggest crap of shit, of a piece of shit, sorry, what you can really have for your money. So this is unacceptable, really unacceptable. The last game what I would like to present for this video is a bundle also, and actually I didn't bought it for the game, actually with the accessory what it came with. It's Monster Hunter Free Try, and this is the Classic Controller Pro Pack. What you get in this game is the Monster Hunter Free with the Classic Controller Pro. And I always wanted to have this for the Wii because I had some classic games what I would like to play, and then you have just a standard Wii remote. I don't like to use this for just 2D games, so I was always looking for this one. But if you want to have this separately, this was always very expensive. And by coincidence, I think 5 years ago, I found this package in a video game store in Amsterdam, and this was cheaper if you buy it just separately, I mean the controller. So I thought, you know what, I just grab it, and yeah, I played Monster Hunter Free a little bit. It's not really my type of game. I played some Monster Hunter games already on the PSP because I wanted to understand the hype about it. I understand why some people like this gameplay. It's not really my thing. So if you want some information about Monster Hunter, I'm not really this type of guy. You know, for me, it was just important to have the controller. This is the front. This is the side. The feature what I really like is that it's WiiSpeak compatible. If you have this accessory, you could just talk with your teammates. I think it's really cool idea. What is nice also here, can you see that? So, that's, I think, one of these creatures, I don't know, looks funny. With the game, you get a big manual in several languages. And wait, I think this is the English one. Yes. I show the English one. This is identical with this. So this is the manual. I must admit this instruction booklet helped me a little bit about the gameplay because the tutorial of the game itself is just really crap. They expect that you are already a pro, that you know at least how this game functions. But I must admit, I try it for the fun with the Wii Remote and the Nunchuck, and then with the Classic Controller. And with the Classic Controller, it's way easier and more comfortable. So you get all the information about what you can do and the status effects, and yeah. And you can see it already, the manual is really big. just for an action adventure or a hunting game, yeah. But I think in this case, if you want to dig into this material, there's a lot of websites about Monster Hunter, especially for all these games, what gives more information than this manual. What is nice also, they explain here the control scheme when you have a sword and shield, and then with the greatsword and the hammer, the lance, the switch axe and the longsword, bow gun, and of course you can leave some notes there. Yeah, so that's the game, the front of it. It's the back. Yeah, there's nothing spectacular inside. You get some Nintendo points. It doesn't work anymore. Of course, the game itself and a small flyer booklet about recent Wii games. And quite interesting, the first what you see is Monster Hunter Tri. I mean, I bought this game already. I don't need information about this or just a commercial. So, yeah. I must admit, I think when I found the black one somewhere in the wild, I will buy this. I think the black one looks really, really cool. Wii Fit Plus, New Super Mario Bros. Wii, Sin and Punishment, Successor of the Skies. I have that one also. Yeah. Let me put this back, and then I show the Classic Controller Pro. It comes in this. And wait, how do I open it? Ah, yeah, right. I forgot. Take it out like that. What I immediately notice is it is very, very light. Very, very light. And this is, I don't know, I like some weight on my controllers. About the way how you grab it is quite nice, really. It really fits in my hand. And the sticks are good quality. Yes, and the buttons also. Yeah, it's a really good controller, only the weight is really like almost nothing. So in this case, it has a little bit a cheap feeling. And the problem is with this glossy finish of the plastic, you see all the fingerprints. So I always have this need to clean this up, you know, because I like it shiny. Yeah. That's this one. And that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like my content, give me a thumbs up or subscribe. I see you all in my next video, and don't forget, support your local video game store. Servus.